Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make a small TV console because I don't have a wall unit to put my TV. I had one but it's very old, so I went to buy some things to materials to build this. So I bought a block board for 3,000 shillings. Then I requested them to cut for me for the sizes. I had several sizes, the small ones for measurements. I'll put the measurements below in the description. Uh, it was just a simple TV console. So I started off with the cut panels of the block board. I started measuring. The sizes were okay. It was the smaller sizes were 14 by 11, and a bigger one 22 by 11, and also the longest, the two long ones were 70 by 14. Yeah. Oh, 70 by 11, sorry. I'll put the measurements in the description. So I started off by drilling the holes where the cables will be passing. I used my bit, the chisel bit, to drill the holes around. So I drilled on the topmost, the bottom one, and the side one, the two of the smallest. So that when I'm assembling, I'll use the holes should be matching where the cords will be passing. So after drilling, this was not too much. I wanted to do this because right now, as I told you, this will be my learning curve. So I drilled all these, the holes, and to go back on the all the materials that I bought this the blockboard for 3,000 shillings. The 2.5 inches screws, and also the stripping, the lipping, it's called the lipping, that will go around the wood after around the console after I finish. I'll also bought the other tools. I had them, so I didn't buy them now. So it costed like 3,000 for this block board, but it remained. I have a huge board remaining. I'll make something else out of it. So after drilling the holes, I prepared this. I wanted to make the TV console, and also, as you can see, my wall is drilled some holes. So I wanted to prepare all the the wall, to maybe to put some paint before I installed the TV console. So after measuring, as you can see, I'm confirming the measurements and also finding out where to drill the holes. I wanted to drill the holes in the middle of the board. So I drilled the other way and the other way. It's very fast drilling with the impact drill. So after finishing, I went and I bought this color, but I didn't like it, as you will see uh, mm, when I'm painting these boards. After that, I sanded them to make them smooth, so that when applying the paint, it will be smoother and no cracks or the woods on the edges. I I sanded them using the sander. Um, this sander, I bought it a while ago, so I didn't buy it now. So I sanded the pieces to become smooth. So when applying the paint, it will be smoother. So after this, this day I had this job. I did it in 2 days. I wanted to at least to have my TV mounted on the wall. I prepared myself by buying the mount on Jumia for 365 shillings, I think, 345 shillings, yeah, like a small mount that can bear the weight of a 32 TV inch to 42, or yeah. I'm not planning to buy a TV right now, so I figured it will serve me. So after sanding all the the blockboards, I went ahead to apply paint on them. So I bought this mahogany paint, but after applying on one piece, I figured I didn't like it. I also bought, I was looking for shelf brackets, but I didn't find them. I found these ones. They're not that strong, but I wanted them black, so I bought a spray paint. This spray paint goes for 350 shillings, a black one. So I spray painted them so that they can match with the gray color I wanted to paint the wall, so that they can't be seen, they can be camouflaged with the paint on the wall. So I black painted them and left them to dry as I continued painting the blockboards. The brackets were going for 80 shillings in the hardware, 80 shillings per bracket. So for these three, I bought them at 240 shillings. As you can see, my brush, this brush costed me 200 shillings, I think. Yeah, 200 shillings. So I set them aside to dry as I continued painting the boards. The mahogany one I painted, it became so red that I didn't like the color. So I thought, you usually see the beds are painted mahogany and they look really nice, but I don't know this color, why it came out that red. Maybe it's because of the blockboard, I don't know, but I didn't like it after painting. So I opted to paint them white, as you will see later in the video. So I painted them as fast as I could because that day I had too much work. So I painted them as the brackets were drying. The paint, this mahogany paint costed me 900 shillings. The half liter crown paint mahogany goes for 900 shillings at the hardware. I'm just starting off with these woodworking things, so I am not very sure where to buy these things, maybe at a wholesale price, but I'll discover as I go on. uh, so maybe I'll save some coins here and there. So after painting them, I finished painting my it was a really hard job. As you can see, I'm sitting down. I had no maybe better tools to wear, so I was wearing my old clothes and my mask, the normal mask for COVID, and my socks. These are old socks, as you can see. They are old socks. I also stained my floor. Next time I'll use maybe paper, maybe a paper on the floor. So after painting, um, I I I finished. This was the last piece painting. So the brush, the cost, maybe if you anything I'll maybe skip, you can ask me in the comments down below. I'll be very glad to answer any questions. So after painting these, this was the last piece. Then I prepared myself to start painting the wall. Uh, this paint came out really red. I don't like the paint. Please comment down below if I made a mistake, because this paint was so red. I thought it would look nice, but it was so red. Yeah, I ended up painting white on top. It was so red, it stained, you see, on the floor, looking like blood. I didn't feel it so much. I thought it would look so nice, but it wasn't that nice. But I just finished them because I had already started. So after finishing this, the last piece, I covered my paint and then went back to prep my wall. I'm just removing all the cement adhesive that was used to install the tiles, the tiles at the tiles touching the wall. This was, I was mixing a filler to fill in the walls, because when painting you have to fill the walls to cover them. I was using a spatula. This is my old spatula. I bought it a long time ago. So I was filling the holes and also shaping them. My sockets were already masked with masking tape to avoid color reaching the sockets. So after preparing filling the holes on the wall with filler, I used the spatula to spread them nicely and uniformly. As you can see, the holes are disappearing. It was very not a hard task. This is an easy task. You just do it with a spatula. You see, I'm using a blue band container. I was just improvising. I don't have all the tools right now. So I filled all the holes with the filler and then spread them with my spatula. I was also standing on my old chair that I'm not that tall. So later, the chair was a bit shorter. So I went and brought in my ngazi, my ngazi. So I started sanding using the sander. You can just change the sanding paper on the bottom. It's not that hard. You just cut them. You can use the normal sanding paper from the hardware, the 80 grit. It depends on the roughness that you have. So I was smoothing the walls with using the sander. This one I chased all the children outside because it was very dusty. This is the chalk, not a color. The white thing looking like paint on my wall. This is the chalk, the Jeep rock. As I was installing my wall, the walls were rough, not the nail ones, the rough. So when applying this chalk, it comes out really nice. You can think it is a paint, it's paint, white paint, but it's not. So I sanded the wall. After sanding, I mixed the color. This is gray color. It is called mine coal from Duracoat. So you mix the paint. You add 1 liter of water. So I started painting the corners and those after using the masking tape to prevent where you don't want the color to reach. So I painted the corners using the paintbrush before I took the roller to paint in the middle, because using a roller in the middle is easier. So I painted all round. This is the first coat, and then I went in with the second coat so that it can come out nice. You can see the color is changing. It's becoming dark gray. I wanted dark gray. I like the gray color, so I wanted the gray. I went in with the roller and painted all the wall with the first coat. Then after the first coat, I went in with the second coat. This was nice. It came out nice, but because I painted the console, the blockboard with the mahogany, and it didn't come out nice. I opted for white because you see the wall I'm painting dark gray, so I wanted to match, so I painted white, as you will see later in the video. So after painting, it wasn't hard, just going on my knees to reach those areas that I can't bend but it was easier. Painting with the roller is not that hard. I painted. I used a minimal, like 30 minutes minimum to paint this wall. So I went in the first coat, then the second, and then after that I installed the brackets. After measuring, I installed the brackets. I waited for the wall to dry, the first coat, at least 30 minutes, and then you go in with the second coat. So this, I just used my normal bucket, this bucket for old paint. So I mixed the paint, took a little, and then spread on the wall. So as you paint, you'll see it's like gray in color, but when it's dry, it come out black, like dark gray. I wanted that color, so I'm not disappointed. I wanted this color. So after painting, then I waited for it to dry, and then I went in with my second. This is my second coat. As you can see, it's not that hard. Just like doing exercise. You stand, you bend, you sit down a bit, you stand, you stretch. It's a full exercise, I think. So this was not that hard. Using a roller, it's very easy, and the wall was smooth. So after finishing, I stored all the remaining color away. Then removed the masking tape on the bottom. Then I came in with I cleaned that a bit, painted the borderline, the tiles, and the wall, because under the tiles I'll paint white on the tiles, so that they can match with the decoration on the top. Between the wall and the ceiling, it's white, so I wanted it to be white, gray white. So I went in with the second coat. After finishing, I put that aside, wash the brush a bit, because it's water paint. You just wash the brush with water, it will come out nice. I masked down there because I wanted to paint that area white. I had this white paint, I had it from the painting the ceiling previously. So I painted the first coat and left it that way. I'll come in with the second coat later, because it was not drying very fast at the wall. So I went on to assemble my TV console. As you can see, I started with the middle part. I used my drill bit and the 2.5 inches screws. It was a bit hard. I had to look for positions to fix this, but later I managed to fix it. It was really hard because I don't have clamps. I'll invest in one, so it was a bit hectic, but I started in with the screws first, and then I fixed them. You see, it's rolling. It's really hard, but I tried my best. This is my first project making a TV console, so it's it's really good because you learn on the job. And also the drill bit, this job made me be able to use the drill bit, but I managed. It came out really good. The first piece went on, and then the second piece went in with the second piece. It was really good to learn on the job. You make mistakes, you learn. Next time you'll have the brains to do a clean job, maybe. But it's good to learn on the job. So I assembled the second piece. As you can see, the middle piece, this long one standing, it's 22 by 11, and these smaller pieces, it was 11 by 14. As you can see, the wall When you see behind me on the wall, you can see the bracket. I had already installed it. The bracket just next to the sockets. So I mounted the TV and also came in to finish the console with the lipping using the contour glue. The contour glue I was using to put in the strip, and also finishing off. Then I put in the legs, because the brackets, I told you, they were not that strong, so I enhanced with the legging to support. I didn't know this legging will match with the strip, the lipping that I'm putting now. As you can see, the white paint is coming out nice. It's matching with the wall, so it was a good project. I'm proud of it. I'm happy how it came out. It came out really nice. So uh, just stay tuned for more projects like this, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video so I can support the channel, and also thank you so much for watching. This wasn't bad at all. I like how it came out. I used my hands to touch the glue, so later I washed my hands so badly. So next time I'll use gloves. Maybe I'll learn on the job on how to do this the professional way, but I'm glad how it came out. I was just using a small scissors, my house scissors, and the contact glue to apply. So this came out really nice. The strip matched with the legs, and it really came out nice. As you can see, I'm on the last part. Um, this strip, it costs like 30 bob per meter. So I bought 6 meters. Yeah, 6 meters. 6 meters. So this was it. The job is done. I'm really proud of it. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to put on the notification so that you can be notified every time I post a video. Thank you, and bye. See you in another one.